Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest might be on one of the biggest turning points of the story so far, after Viernes finally got revealed. This might lead us to one of the saddest arcs of Fairy Tail ever made. Hello and welcome back to Just Some Space Guy, but you can just call me Space G. I'm here with another Fairy Tail theory video. So in the last chapter of Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, Viernes finally got introduced. We had to wait more than 4 years for his proper introduction, but he's at least finally here. Viernes is actually a quite unique dragon in terms of design. Viernes looks like a giant golden sphinx, with his design clearly being inspired by Egyptian culture. He looks nothing like we as the fandom expected him to look like. The fandom expected more of an angelic look, while I personally expected him to look less chubby and more elongated, resembling a golden arrow with wings or a giant eagle. However, Viernes taking the form of a golden sphinx actually makes much more sense, especially with his design taking clear inspiration from ancient Egyptian culture. Egypt is often credited as the origin of Western alchemy, and Viernes is clearly connected to alchemy through the Gold Oval Alchemist Guild. It just makes sense. I wouldn't even be surprised if alchemy itself actually originates from Viernes himself. However, I believe Viernes being based on Egyptian culture might actually mean much more than just his connection to alchemy. I believe it is a foreshadowing towards one of the saddest plotlines in not just 100 Year Quest, but Fairy Tail as a whole, an arc where the dead comes back to life to hunt those who are still alive. You see, alchemy is already heavily involved with life and death. Many alchemy stories revolve around bringing back someone to life or making the elixir of immortality. While at the same time, Viernes is also based on Egyptian culture, but is also stereotypically revolving around life and death, the living coming back to life, afterlife, mummies, and so on. Viernes being connected to both of these things, but are heavily connected to life and death, is most definitely not a coincidence, but a straight up foreshadowing. Especially how the Gold Oval arc so far was already about the dead coming back to hunt those who are still alive. It started off with God Serena, who died during Alvarez arc, being resurrected by fake Duke. Then Duke was revealed to be dead as well, and the fake Duke we see was nothing more than just a puppet created by Viernes. After that, during the fight between God Serena and Jilal, God Serena broke back the memories of Jalal's past to hurt him, the memories of his mother's and father's death. The Gold Oval arc so far was heavily about those who died a long time ago still hunting us, with some of them straight up coming back to punch us in the face. This makes Viernes being connected to 3 things already what revolve around life and death, 2 being symbolic, while the third one is something Viernes himself did. And I fully believe this isn't just a coincidence, but a clear indication on the direction the arc is taking, and a clear indication on what is about to happen. All the things we've seen so far in the Gold Oval arc was most likely just a small warm-up, and the real Gold Dragon God arc is only now about to start. The arc, what in my opinion, will be the saddest arc in all of Fairy Tail. Viernes will use his power, what is beyond anything we've seen so far, to bring back to life the loved ones of Team Natsu. Viernes will use his powers to bring back the parents of the Dragon Slayers they barely known or remember. Wendy's mother, Natsu's mother and dad, Sting's and Roach's parents, and even bring back the loved ones of others, presumably Lucy's and Erza's father, and even possibly Grace's mysterious mother. They will be capable to reconnect with their loved ones once again, even learn more about them and take part of their lost childhood back. The childhood they never could have, the childhood they have been stripped from. This on its own will make the arc an extremely emotional part of the story. Seeing our beloved characters interact with their lost ones like they never could before will definitely make us cry. But Viernes is clearly an evil dragon. Viernes clearly would bring back all these people to use them against our protagonist, to emotionally manipulate them and break them. Meaning our group has to fight, hurt and defeat their own loved ones to overcome and defeat Viernes, making the arc far more emotional. This could lead to many character moments and growth, alongside lore expansion, potentially being one of the most emotional filled arcs in Fairy Tail. There are other reasons I believe this theory might come true. First, few months ago, Mashima was asked during a Twitter space by a fan about the parents of the Dragon Slayers, which he responded with that he might expand on it. After that, at the end of the Labyrinth arc, we got a short moment with Wendy where she talked with Erza about Irene and her own parents. Wendy was clearly conflicted with her own feelings. The short time she spent with Irene made her realize that she never truly knew her own parents. Wendy bringing up her own parents during the conversation with Erza is most definitely a foreshadowing, especially how it is right at the end of the Labyrinth arc and at the start of the Gold Oval arc what we are currently in. I don't think Mashima included that part in the story just as a farewell for Irene, since Wendy's parents are irrelevant to Irene's and Erza's relationship. Chekhov's gun indicates that if there is a gun in the background, it will be fired with. Wendy saying if her parents would show up is the gun, and Viernes is a character capable to pull the trigger. The last reason is a recent Twitter space Mashima had, in which Mashima said that he isn't sure when will 100-year quest end because he feels like it is a world he can expand on as much as he likes. Meaning Mashima is planning to expand on the world and lore of Fairy Tail, and one of the greatest ways he can achieve this is by expanding on the backstories of the characters, especially of the Dragon Slayers. Viernes' connection to life and death on 3 different ways, and how the Gold Owl arc so far has been all about death coming back to life, alongside with all the other hints both in the story and outside, clearly hints towards this theory. Based on all the information and details we have so far, I fully believe that the following story arc regarding Viernes will be something similar. He will either bring back the dead relatives of our characters, turning them against each other, or something really similar will happen. Viernes is one of the few characters in Fairy Tail who is capable to bring dead people back to life to a degree. And with all the build-up and foreshadowing we had so far, I'm quite confident in this theory. This could be used to show how powerful a fully powered dragon god is, and could serve as a great character growth for Natsu, Wendy and the other Dragon Slayers. But what do you think? Please let me know in the comment section below. This was Space G, don't forget to subscribe and see you guys in space. Bye!